Once you find that quiet center, do you need to map out every single mile of the road ahead, or do you just step out the front door and let the rhythm of the world meet you there? It's a question that weighs on a lot of folks lately. Do you need a 5-year plan, or is the plan already written in the way you breathe? When you're tapped into that raw, creative spark inside, life tends to go one of two ways. For some, it's like a wildflower in a Kansas field. It just grows. One day you're tinkering in the garage because you love the sound of a well-tuned engine. And the next thing you know, you're the guy everyone brings their vintage Mustangs to. You didn't sit down with a spreadsheet. The passion just took the wheel and drove. For others, it's more like a sudden flash of lightning across a Texas sky. You're sitting there, and an image hits you. A bridge that needs building. A story that needs telling. It doesn't feel like your idea. It feels like something that's been waiting for a chance to exist, and it chose you to hold the hammer. You might call that a plan, but it sure isn't the kind of plan the ego draws up. The ego's plans are small time. They're built on, what's in it for me, or how do I look? That kind of thinking is a heavy rucksack to carry. It's full of holes, and no matter how much you put in it, it never feels full. When you're grinding away just to build up your own name, life becomes a struggle. It's all friction and no flow. You get stressed, you get short with people, and you're constantly looking over your shoulder. That's the ego trying to build a monument to itself. And those monuments always crumble. But the work I'm talking about comes from a deeper well. The universe itself seems to have a bit of an obsession with making things. Look at the redwoods, the Great Lakes, or the sheer variety of folks walking down a New York sidewalk. The great unconditioned loves to see things take shape. It's not looking for a paycheck or a round of applause. It just enjoys the play of it all. When you let that energy flow through you, you might end up with the same things the ego wanted. The house, the respect, the success, but they're just side effects. They're added on, as the old saying goes. You become a channel, and when you're a channel for that kind of power, you'll find that when you give 110% to the world has a funny way of giving it right back to you. The key is to keep your eyes on the energy behind what you're doing. Don't lose yourself in the doing so much that you forget the being. You'll hit speed bumps. There's always someone stuck in the old ways who wants to tell you why your new idea won't work. If you start fighting them, if you get anxious or start complaining, you're leaking power. You're letting the ego back in the driver's seat. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't about being lazy. There's an incredible intensity when you're in the zone. From the outside, it might look like high-octane stress, but on the inside, it's pure joy. It's the difference between a car spinning its tires in the mud and a jet engine at takeoff. One is a struggle, the other is a flow. When you're aligned with that bigger tide, obstacles don't stop you. They either get washed away or they turn into stepping stones. It's like catching the perfect wave off the coast. You're not the one moving the ocean. You're just riding the energy that's already there. And when that wave finally reaches the shore, you take a breath. You sit in the sand for a while, and you wait for the next tide to come in. It's a whole new way to live, and honestly, it's a hell of a ride.